Good morning and happy day 100 post-transplant. Because it's day 100 post-transplant, I'm flying back to Melbourne today to undergo all the tests I had previous to my transplant, just to test how everything's going in the body. I have to hurry up, so this can't be much of a long video, but I will be videoing most of the stuff over in Melbourne and commentating on what's actually happening. But yeah, it's a good milestone to hit, but I will see you on the way over there. It is Sunday the 26th of June and we are back here in Melbourne. We're at the MCG, which stands for Melbourne Cricket Ground, which my mum is participating in the stadium stomp. If you haven't already noticed, I've got a beard now, which I can talk about later on. But there's a few thousand people here who are doing this challenge to raise money for multiple charities. My mum herself has raised over $1,000 for the Leukemia Foundation for this challenge, and she's running it now. I'll try and get some more footage of her running. She's all the way opposite the stadium now. But it's a total of 7,300 steps to complete this challenge, so it's quite a mighty task. You can see the stadium all over there. But we flew into Melbourne yesterday because yesterday was in fact my day 100 post-transplant, so it kind of crept up on us. So we're back in Melbourne to do the same tests that I had prior to the transplant. So that includes stuff like lung capacity, fitness testing, heart scans and that sort of stuff. So I'll be hopefully videoing all of that and commentating on what's actually happening. It's very similar to last time if you haven't already seen those videos. But I have had some like cold or flu symptoms lately. Flying over on the plane, I've had a blocked nose, so my ears popped and I couldn't really hear anything for a few hours. But there was actually a news crew that wanted to interview Mum and myself, but I had to decline because I'm not feeling very good at the moment. I would say I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I think I'm coming out of it now, but I'm just a bit clogged up. The main thing we're here for is a bone marrow biopsy, which I've had multiple of those in the past, and if you've seen the previous videos, you'd know that I've had them videoed. I've recorded 2 of them, which is a bit of a squeamish thing to watch. And the result of that test is pretty much the most crucial of all the tests. So the reason for it is to just test how well my donor cells have engrafted, and also to test if there's any more leukemia left in my bone marrow. So this test that we're having, I think it's either tomorrow or the day after, is basically the test that tells me if I've beaten leukemia for the second time. So I'll have the results in probably a week or 2, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I know. But yeah, it's a bit of a nerve-wracking experience. Like, everything up to this point's gone really well, so you would assume that the end result is going to be me being put back into survivorship. However, there is just a bit of stuff in the back of my mind where you're just thinking, like, what if there's something else there? So I'll keep you all posted on what's happening, and we will see the end result hopefully in a few weeks. But I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll check in with you tomorrow.
I'm trying to see where he is.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is the first day of my supposed day 100 testings. However, I'm not well enough to partake in about half of those tests. I spoke yesterday about how I had like some cold or flu-like symptoms, and they've kind of gotten a bit progressively worse. I've got a blocked nose, and it's impacting my lung function or lung capacity. So I wasn't able to do a lung function test, and I wasn't able to do a fitness testing as well. So all I've been able to have today was like a dentist checkup, and also because I have a cold, I had to get a chest x-ray, and I've had my normal blood tests. So right now I'm about half an hour away from having another appointment, which is a bone density scan, which speaks for itself. It's just testing the strength of my bones. But other than that, everything else from today has been cancelled, and I have to take my appointments next week instead. So it isn't that much of a concerning thing, although being sick for the first time after having a transplant always can seem a bit alarming, mainly because it's a new immune system, and everything has to everything's new to the immune system, so getting a cold could be considered a bit alarming for some people, but everything for myself has been really good so far, so it shouldn't be much of a setback. And I'm still set to have my bone marrow biopsy, which is the pivotal test that we're supposed to be having tomorrow, which is testing if there's any more leukemia left in my bone marrow, and that sort of stuff. So I'll try and film anything that happens, but yeah, the majority of stuff today has been cancelled, and it will happen next week. So next week, when I come back for the results of the bone marrow biopsy, I'll also have to do those other tests as well, which aren't like crucial. They have nothing to do with my diagnosis or anything. It's just kind of just to test the health of my body post transplant and post having all those high dose chemotherapies. So I'm actually standing on top of the Peter Mac new cancer centre up above. There's the Royal Melbourne Hospital, but now I'm here checking out this new place. But I just had the physio session, which I couldn't participate in. Had another education session about how to get back into normal everyday life post-transplant, and now we're just hanging out with a few other patients before my next appointment. But I thought I'd check in and tell you what's happening or what hasn't been happening, and I will check in with you later on. Alright guys, so I just got back from the hospital. The blood test I had showed that I've got a high creatinine in my blood, which basically that means that having a high creatinine means that you've got an impaired kidney function. So the reason I had that was because I didn't drink or eat much at all yesterday. So I had to go into the day clinic and get some fluid put in my arm, and I have to get that blood test checked again tomorrow, and if it is still remaining high, I may have to stay in Melbourne a bit longer, mainly to get this cold under wraps. I think I'm starting some antibiotics and that sort of stuff. And other than that, my cyclosporin dose has come down by 25 milligrams, so that's coming down, and that's also what can affect the creatinine levels or the kidney function tests. So today, all I had was the dentist appointment and a blood test and the bone density scan. And then because I have the cold, I was asked to have a chest x-ray, which was fine, and nothing else. So my lung function test and my fitness testing is scheduled for next week, and everything is still going ahead for tomorrow, which is the bone marrow biopsy. So it's kind of a bit annoying. I've been so well up until this point, and it was like Murphy's Law that I had to become unwell on the crucial days of testing and that sort of stuff. So a bit annoying, and it'll be even more annoying if I have to stay here for observation and that sort of stuff. But just thought I'd let you know. And yeah, I'm still feeling a bit run down. Like I probably gonna have a little nap now. It's like 5:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, I should be coming right soon. But just the issue with having a sickness or like a cold or flu for someone like myself with a new immune system is a bit alarming, because it can potentially lead on to other things. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. I'll see you tomorrow, and yeah.